Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Horned Frogs head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Horned Frogs offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Plummer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep downfield.
And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Craig. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Texas A&M's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop him. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aggies! This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practiced.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the ground with the counter. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here at the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And the missed connection on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position is going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
Slips through the line. Can they catch him? A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense changing the play. Throwing Reed. Catch in the middle. It's Owens. Turning it on. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have...
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The run inside. It's Payne. At the 40, there he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right.
Maybe some room here. Inside the 30. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the red zone, it's Payne. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And these plays are so hard to stop. You're giving your elite speed guys a chance to get to the edge in the most crowded part of the field. So it wasn't a home run, it wasn't a touchdown, but you like those little positive gains that makes them...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, TCU! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, they're after him. Buried before he could blink.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for open space. It's Owens. Picks up the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he found a space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. And that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. He might want another play. Here's Reed to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Owens. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. First play of the period, first down here. They're going to ride this running back. Here's a little room there. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Reed. They're working that left side. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Reed. Throwing right. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggie. sharp as they extend the lead. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fires to the tight end. They will score! Touchdown, Texas A&M! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no...
Lots of running room. At the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the D deny them on second and goal? To the edge, it's Payne. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on third and goal. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Bringing the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Some misdirection with the counter. Could be an alley. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Right on the money. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. 3 wideouts to the right on second and 8. Reed. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Looking for a man. It's Reed. It's on target and complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Hard running there.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Throwing, Reed. Fires quickly. There's some room. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Got a man. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Got his man on the right. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The run inside. It's Owens. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Aggies want to crank the tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Here's Reed to throw. That's caught. It's Riley. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Reed. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. That big play has them in business. First and a shot toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his feet. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down. And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Reed. He's got it on the run. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply weren't.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 22 team, the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Wildcats, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pucks it out of the air.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
So now it's 2nd and long. Reed. The throw. He's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Throwing Reed. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the air, it's Reed. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He scores extra point is good. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Got a little grass. Still on his feet. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big...
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Makes the grab in the corner.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Running inside, it's Owens. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Reed. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The run inside. It's Owens.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Caught in the backfield. It's Horton. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Reed. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Hand off from the shotgun. Bringing it back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
You can tell this offense, they just don't feel comfortable running the football. First and goal situation, a lot of times it's a run. They throw an incomplete pass. Second and goal, it's a sack. This offense, they've got to find a way to stretch this defense. Maybe some crossing routes. Maybe throw it up to one of the big fellas. They got to find something better to execute.
Touchdown, TCU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. On the move, it's Owens. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Reed. Pressure coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Going for the marker on the ground. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And the Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Craig. Looking to the big tight end. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Throwing Reed. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. Dropping back, it's Craig. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. swings it out to the flat. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Buys a little extra time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires on the move. Finds a tight end down the gut. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Rushes on him. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Here's Reed to throw. Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Looking downfield, it's Craig. Got out of trouble and throws. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time he's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback